guys, it's Jarena with Yarborough Equipment in Stratford, Missouri. Today we're going to be going over the Hustler Raptor Series mowers. These are some of our most common zero-turn residential sellers, and right now they're $600 off until the end of May. All of these will come with a Kawasaki engine. They're coming with a 3-year or 300-hour warranty from Hustler. They've all got 11-gauge steel fabricated deck and smooth track steering, which is a Hustler staple, and most people will say the best steering in the game. First up in the Hustler Raptor Series lineup, we got a Raptor X. These come in a 42-inch or a 54-inch cut, either an 18 horsepower or a 21.5 horsepower Kawasaki engine. They put a Hydro Gear ZT 2200 series transmissions on these, so they're going about 7 miles per hour mowing speed. They also give you about a 3-gallon fuel capacity. Like I said earlier, you got a 3-year or 300-hour warranty as well with these. This is probably one of the more common sellers for us. They're generally recommended for about 1 to 2 acres. They're starting about $4,100, so with the $600 off right now, that's putting them in a really good price point. Something we haven't seen for a very long time with this series of mowers. All right, next in the lineup, you got a Raptor XL. These are also available in a 42-inch or a 54-inch cut, but you do get a step up with the engine sizes. You either get a 21.5 horsepower Kawasaki or a 23 horsepower Kawasaki. So you get a little bit of a jump up there. Similar transmissions, you're going to be a Hydro Gear ZT 2200s. So this thing's going to run about 7 miles per hour mowing speed and going to have a 3-gallon fuel capacity. Now, one thing you're going to get a step up from the X to the XL is you're going to get a little nicer seat, a little more cushion, and you're going to get the armrest with it too. The biggest feature that you're going to get going from a Raptor X to an XL is going to be these torsion axle front forks. They call those flex forks. You can get those on any Hustler from residential and commercial besides some of the bigger, more heavier ones. All those are going to do is, like I said, they're going to be a torsion axle. So they're going to pivot, they're going to give you a little nicer ride, and they're also going to grip hills better, give you a little more traction on some of those slopes. This one is going to be starting around that 4,500 area. Again, qualifies for that $600 off. So one of the lowest price points we've seen in a long time for these. Just like the Raptor X, it's going to be recommended for about 1 to 2 acres. Now we're getting into more of our upper residential Hustler Raptor series mowers. This is going to be a Hustler Raptor XD. These they have available in a 42, 48, 54, or a 60-inch cut. You're also getting a step up on engines. So your options are going from a 21.5 horsepower Kawasaki all the way up to a 24 horsepower Kawasaki, depending on what size cutting width you get. The biggest difference in this is going to be that you get the Hydro Gear ZT 2800 series transmissions. Those are going to be serviceable. So they're no longer sealed. You can actually change the fluid in them, which is going to increase the life of those transmissions. You're also getting a little bit nicer seat, a little more cushion, a little higher back, still getting the armrest, a little bit heavier built overall, a little bigger tires, and still a 3-year or 300-hour warranty with the 11-gauge steel deck. And these are starting in that 5,100 up in the 5,000 area, again, depending on what size cutting width you choose. But they also qualify for that $600 off promotion right now until the end of May. All right, last but not least, you got the Hustler Raptor XDX. This is going to be the biggest you can get in the Hustler residential lawnmowers until you jump into commercial lawnmowers in the Hustler series. These are going to be available in a 48-inch, 54-inch, or a 60-inch cut, and they've got the same Kawasaki engines as the XD. You're going to get a 21.5 horsepower, 23 horsepower, or a 24 horsepower Kawasaki, depending on which cutting width you choose. Now you will get a step up on transmissions. These are going to come with a Hydro Gear ZT 3100 series transmission. Still going to be serviceable. It's going to get you about 8 mile per hour mowing speed. You've also got a little bit nicer seat than all the other ones, a little bit higher back, still got the armrest, a little bit heavier built overall frame and the deck. Still going to get you your 3-year or 300-hour warranty straight from Hustler. One other thing you're going to get with the XDX is you're going to get this little lever right here. That is actually a locking mechanism that will lock your deck in the highest position. They call that transport mode. So if you're pulling it up on a trailer, pulling it in the garage, you push that foot pedal all the way down and it's locked in the highest position. These are starting around that 64, 6,500 area. Again, qualify for that $600 off until the end of May. Great for about 3 to 5 acre yards. Going to hold up really well. Again, another wide stance machine, wider tires. You're getting a 22-inch rear tires on these, so they're going to hold those hills a little better than some of the smaller models.